Hi, my name is Bertie and I'm a yoga teacher. I first fell in love with yoga whilst living in South America several years ago. I now teach yoga to the elderly and to special needs in care homes, and this is a modified version of the practice. So welcome to today's practice. It's very much going to be a beginner's type session, but if you've got more experience with yoga, then you'll gain benefit also from practicing with us today. Just to give you a little bit of background on what yoga is. Yoga originated in India 5,000 years ago, and it combines breathing with movements in a delicate interplay. Through the practice, we learn about ourselves. We learn to be more present, more calm, more relaxed. And the practice has many other benefits also. Just to give you some counter indications, if you're pregnant, you're absolutely welcome. Just be very mindful of putting any pressure on the belly. But otherwise, the practice is going to be quite straightforward and easy. We're going to be looking at some common postures in a typical yoga practice, and just let the terminology wash over you. Certain things may not work today, but that's quite natural. This is a practice that we cultivate over many years. I really hope you enjoy the session. Namaste. So coming into a comfortable cross-legged position with the hands on the knees, you can place a cushion underneath your bum for more support, or you can sit on a chair or even lie down, whatever works. Begin to become aware of the breathing. Breathing is a fundamental aspect in yoga. It connects us to our practice and helps us to stay present. So breathe continuously throughout this session. Notice the temperature and the feel of the breath as it enters and exits the nostrils. We're going to place one hand on our heart now and one hand on our belly to breathe deeper. So we're going to start inhaling through the nose and out through the nose or the mouth. Deepening your inhalation and your exhalation every round and feeling the rise and fall of the abdomen. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Remember to breathe out fully before we take that next breath in. Relaxing your body on the exhale. Inhale deeply and exhale hands to knees. So we're going to start to connect breathing with movement now. Inhale deeply and exhale, rolling the torso around, breathing in up and breathing out around. Dropping the shoulders, dropping the neck, allowing the head to follow the movements of the body as we breathe in fully, breathing out fully, and going the opposite way, not pushing it too much, going to where your body wants to go. Breathing in deeply, breathing out deeply. Loop the shoulders back, side stretch, place the right hand down, left arm up to sky above the shoulder, and stretch through the side body, bringing the elbow towards the temple in the ear. Feel that opening in the left side body. Breathe deeply into the side body. Hands to knees, next side, left hand down to the mat, right arm up to the sky, and take that over the head, breathing, rooting through the hips and the sit bones. Try to relax the knees if there's any shuddering, and come back to center. Bringing the palms back down to the mat and pushing back into a child's pose. Use child's pose as a restorative posture. We can always come back to child's pose whenever we need during the class. It takes off all pressure and load from the spine. So use this moment and these moments to reconnect with the breathing and to reconnect with your internal experience. Coming back onto all fours, place the wrists underneath the hands and the knees underneath the hips. Hook the toes. Cat's cow. So inhale for cow, lift the chest, lift the head. Exhale for cat, rolling and arching the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, lifting the head and the neck. And exhale, arching the spine. Breathe in, pull the arms down, lift the head. Exhale, tucking the tail in. Going at your own time, at your own pace, breathing in. Breathing out, arching fully, pulling that belly deeply in. Breathing. Breathing out. Come back to tabletop position. Place the hands again, spread the fingers, preparing for downward facing dog as we take the hips up and back, firing up through the hamstrings and the calves. We walk out our dog, straightening one leg and then the other, pressing through the palms, pressing through the fingertips, lengthening through the spine. And if this is really difficult, lowering the knees down to the mat whenever you need, coming back into that child pose, holding your downward facing dog. Okay to have a bend in the knees here. It's more important that you have that good length of spine. Bring the knees back down to the mat and placing your palms on the mat. Bringing your right foot forward, hands onto the hips, driving the left hip back and the right hip forward. Arms lengthened to sky, lower lunge, dropping those hips, sinking into your lunge. Drop the hips more, lift through the chest, expand through the heart center, arching and bending into the stretch even more, reaching up the arms, and even taking the gaze slightly up towards the hands. Breathe deeply. If this is really uncomfortable in the knee, you can place the mat underneath the back knee for the next side. Left leg forward, same again. Hands to hips, square the hips and shoulders, drive the right forward and the left back, and swing and glide the arms up to the sky. Keep sinking those hips down into your lunge and keep bending into the posture. Reach those arms up and back, and if you need to bend those elbows to release the shoulders, you can. Breathe deeply. Find strength there. Focus the eyes on one place. And exhale, hands to mat, frame the foot. Knees together. Press the hands into the mat, hook the toes, and then wiggle your way back up into downward facing dog. Find more length here in the spine. Experiment with trying to bring the heels down a little bit, and then walk to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Relax the belly onto the thighs. Bend in the knees, let the head relax fully, and lift through the hips. Begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time, coming into a standing position. Finding our mountain pose now, standing on the long side, towards the long side of our mat. Arms lengthen, up on the tippy toes. Feel the four corners of the feet as the arms lift. And exhale, we tilt and lean to the right side. Breathe in, reach up, find that full length of body and tilt left. Could be your right, and we could be mirroring, and that's fine as well. Reach up again. Exhale right. Inhale to center. Exhale left. Keep stretching, keep pressing through those heels. Hands to heart center. And coming to the front of your mat again. Inhale, take these arms up to the sky, breathing in, breathing out, coming down into a forward fold, relaxing the belly onto thighs, and then breathing in flat back like a number 7 shape. Exhale, fold, bend those elbows. Inhale, flat back, breathing in. And exhale, fold, bend those elbows. Carrying on, breathing in, breathing out, fold. Last time, breathing in, flat back, breathing out, fold. And then coming up one vertebrae at a time, making your way to standing. Okay. So we're going to come into a wide stance, preparing for warrior 2, turning the right foot 90 degrees and bending the knee so it's directly above the ankle, stretching those arms out to a T shape and gazing past the right hand, Just making sure that the arms are in a straight line. Keep bending into that front knee and pressing through the outer edge of the back foot. Find strength and power and determination here. You're a warrior. Tucking that tail in and straightening the front leg, bringing the back foot in about 20 centimeters. Lengthen through the arms. Right hand down, left arm up to the sky for triangle pose. Keep opening in the upper torso. Keep rotating up towards the ceiling as if you're between a pane of glass. And we bring the feet back together, hands to heart center, exhale. Come to the right hand side of the mat, step out the left leg to come to a wide stance, and exactly the same sequence on the other side. Left leg bends, tucking the tail slightly in, and gliding those arms out to a long T. Breathing in, gazing past the left fingertips and off into the horizon. Keep bending into that front knee and pulling it in left so it stays above the ankle. Find a little bit of softness in the shoulders and find your triangle pose, straightening the front leg, slight micro bend in the knee, reach forward with the left hand, exhale, left hand down, inhale, right arm up to the sky, pull the right shoulder up and back and rotate that torso up towards the ceiling to find full opening. Remember, this is a heart opener. Breathe deeply and breathe out. And breathe in, step the feet together, and breathe out. Come into a wide stance again, and turn the toes and feet in very slightly. Star pose, arms out to a T, shoulder height. Breathe in, and breathe out. Come into a forward fold. Place the hands on the mat or onto the knees, or if it's easier, onto the hips. Flat back, lengthen the spine, breathe out, come into your forward fold. Exactly the same principles as forward fold, pulling the belly in, dropping the head down, and maybe even turning the head from side to side. Find a 90-degree angle between the forearms and the upper biceps, the upper arm, should I say, where the biceps are. And we're going to just slough the arms up to a standing position. Hands to heart center, bring the feet together. Find your mountain pose, arms up to the sky, breathing in and breathing out, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, place the knees on the mat, coming into a child's pose. Remember, check in, return to ourselves. Conscious breathing now. Conscious breathing which directs us into our internal environment and experience. Check in with yourself. What are you feeling right now? What are you thinking? What are you tasting? What are you hearing? And we then come to lie on our fronts with more awareness, regaining control of the breath, bringing our forearms onto the mat, wrists placed underneath the shoulders, coming into Sphinx pose, lifting the chest up, drawing those elbows down to get more lift. If it's a little bit uncomfortable, you can lower the chest a little bit more down to the mat. Find ease here. Breathe deeply. And breathe out. Place the hands underneath the shoulders, draw those elbows in, glue them into the ribs and lift up, cobra pose. Keep drawing those elbows down to the mat to get more lift. Tilt the chin forward very slightly to take off any stress from the neck. Breathe deeply. Breathe out. Relax the arms to the side, turn the head to face in one direction. And turn the head to face in the other direction. Hands press into the mat and you make your way into a seated position with the legs in front of you. Tapping the legs out, working out any tension. Find your sit bones, pulling the right foot in, drawing the spine up into a straight position. Right hand supports you from behind. Left arm drapes over the right thigh. And we turn right for a bound sage twist position. Breathing in and breathing out. Find more length in the spine. Use the fingertips to guide the spine up even straighter. Find more length. Flexing the toes towards you. Energy in the fingertips. Softening the face, smoothing the forehead, and switch sides. Bending the left foot in towards the sit bone. Find both sit bones to find more elevation in the spine. Draw the body in. Right arm crosses over the left thigh. Left hand supports. We twist left this time. Find even more length. Keep twisting. Like a wet sponge, we're wringing out those spinal muscles, wringing it out of tension. Breathe deeply. Breathe out, come back to center. Find your sit bones again for staff pose. We sit up in a right angle-like position, placing those hands behind our sit bones, lifting our back up into a straighter position, pulling the belly in, bringing the chin to chest, flexing the toes towards us. Keep using the fingertips to bring us up even more upright, breathing in and breathing out. We're going to come into a forward fold position, bringing our hands now to either our knees, shins, ankle or toes. Find length in the spine before you descend back down again, using the exhale to go deeper into this posture. Breathe deeply to release deep-seated tension that we often encounter in our hamstrings. Flexing those toes towards you, pulling the belly in to go even further down. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Come back up and maneuver ourselves into a supine lying position with the feet coming in towards the sit bones. Just make sure we can graze the heels with our fingertips for bridge pose. We begin to lift the hips up, walking one shoulder in, then the other, lifting those hips up as high as we can, shining heart to chin and chin to sky. Find more opening here in the neck, lifting those hips up as high as we can, pressing through the heels, pulling the thighs in towards one another, interlacing the fingers, and find even more lift. Breathe deeply here. Breathe out deeply. Breathe in deeply. Come down if you need at any moment, and everyone else coming down. Breathe out, hugging the knees into chest, and then just swaying the hips from side to side, nice and gently. And then just car wiper washing those knees from side to side. Maybe moving the shoulders with the knees. And coming into a supine lying butterfly position with the soles of the feet pressing together. One hand on belly, one hand on heart. Just connecting again with your breathing, feeling the rise and fall of the abdomen. Relaxing the body into the mats. Just take a moment to tune in with any sounds in your environment. Just noticing all the different layers of noises all around us. Hugging the knees into chest, placing palms on the knees and then knee circles. Opening the hips, full circles all around in one direction. And then the other direction. Connecting the breathing with the movements. And then happy baby. So drawing those knees towards the earth, pulling down through the feet. If it's uncomfortable to bring your hands around the feet, you can place them on the ankles or even on the thighs. And we can play around with our happy baby, straightening one leg then the other, trying to root the sit bones down into the earth. Breathing in and breathing out, coming into waterfall position. So the body is in a right angle again. And then we begin to slowly descend the legs down to the earth. Very slowly,
firing up the core. Last few moments of our active class, tensing the whole body, pulling everything into the midline, tensing up the feet, legs, arms, chest, head, pulling everything in, breathing deeply, breathing out. Shavasana. Well done. You've made it to your relaxation part of the class. So allow the arms and the legs to sprawl out. This is my favorite part of the class. It's all about doing nothing. Try to let go of thinking now. Try to let go of doing. Coming into a state of pure being as we relax our body down into the mat. Letting go of the breathing now, we can start breathing in a natural way, one that's not laboured. As we ease into the body, begin to scan the body from head to feet and feet to head. Wherever you encounter tension, just let it go. Just let it go. Nothing to do, nothing to plan, no past, no future. Just allow this moment to fully envelop your experience. Coming deeply into this present moment. And every moment becoming lighter and lighter. As the forehead and the cheeks smooth, and the eyes relax back into the skull. As we begin to drift away into a deep state of relaxation. Taking a deep breath in, we bring our hands to prayer position, placing the thumbs on our third eye. Well done for your yoga practice today. Just taking a moment to connect, to re-energize the body. Setting a positive intention for the rest of your day. And feeling really proud of the effort you've invested into today's class. Taking one last deep breath in and breath out. Namaste.